We're not living in the trenches anymore, bitches. Alright, good morning. Today we are working on the Civic, trying to get it ready for the new engine to come back. Last video I said that I'm going to take everything out, prep the engine bay to be painted. Then we're going to do the interior, take all the carpet out, get the car ready to put the new seat in and the new steering wheel so that we kind of get ahead of the ball. The engine's taking a lot longer than expected, but it's okay because everything's just coming together at the same time. We're just trying to keep ahead to make sure that there's no downtime whenever we do get everything back. All right, so I'm going to start by stripping out everything from the engine bay. You already take the brake booster off? You already did my job? Wow, so rude.
Taking too much time.
What do you mean, bro?
Don't you love working on cars?
My mom told me that if I don't have anything nice to say, I don't say anything at all. Here's the engine bay. You can see all the oil left over and grease from the old setup. I didn't see this side over here.
Is the switch pan already taken off?
Somebody had fun with the zip ties, that's for sure. Do we have to take this sensor off from underneath the car?
Yeah. And then when I tell you to like pull that one thing that's coming out back here.
What is that, the wheel sensor?
Yeah, you can pull it.
No, sir.
No plug?
What do I just unscrew these from up here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but damn, I feel like there's no plug.
As you guys can tell, this car was made of hopes and dreams. It definitely was a budget build, so taking everything apart kind of just made me realize that even much more. So I just can't wait to have everything done so nice and professional. And the car will be more consistent just by having be able to rely on quality parts now. I wanted to cut the wiring harness, but Robert told me not to, so we could save it for something maybe later on. And then taking out the dash, we were going to take out the dash, but we realized that whenever they did make the cage, they made it through the dash. So that wasn't an option for us to take out. Setting a reminder to make a little bracket to hold up the dash because taking it out of the roll cage, it ended up slouching all the way down and it's just not good. Making sure to remove every last wire, bolt, and bracket from the car so that we can start with a clean slate. Every sensor is going to be new. The Haltech dash is going to be going right here. So pretty much don't need a lot of this unnecessary stuff that's in here. I don't know what this is, but I'm cutting it. Garbage? I'm just kidding. Let's save it for another project, right?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. A little bit of before and after. Fine, but the carpet's gonna be rough, right? That's how you get her done. I'll kill you. You know?
Yeah? Why is that?
Fuck that shit. Can't wait to take the seat out. So ghetto.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Official. How I'm supposed to bartend tonight? No idea. I will be reusing these seat belt harnesses, so we're going to put them in a safe place for whenever we put the car back together. Pull it on that side. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Dusty. Look at that. It's folded. So nifty. Alright, come into your side. No more. We're gonna be professional. Very dirty. Back to the engine bay, just taking off the little bit that remains so that we can start degreasing it and get it ready for paint. That's not the right size. One size is a 17 or 18. The other side's a 19. Why would they match? Helen. It was like 9,000 degrees outside whenever we filmed this. Need some action.
We're going some places now, huh?
Yeah, finally. Here you go. Another mother trucker. Here. That's it, we're done. So I took everything out of the engine bay. We're gonna put a degreaser on it and pressure wash it. Gotta take the grease, there's a lot of grease in it, and oil. You don't want that whenever you're painting because it'll fisheye in the paint. So we'll get that done, sand it down, and then tape it up to get ready for paint. And then on the inside, I took out the seat, the carpet, everything. All the wires are gone, ready for the new harness and ECU. There's a lot of dirt in there, so we're gonna vacuum everything up, get ready. We're gonna paint it black to match, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna put the carpet back in. And then eventually we'll take it to get the Kirky seat put back in, and then the new steering wheel. And whenever my new shifter gets here, we'll have that put in as well. Good. Same degreaser that I used to clean up the 240. Hopefully it's strong enough to take off all the grease that's inside this engine bay. So I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, do you want to eat some? Yeah, yummy.
Come on, let's go inside. Come on. Come on.
You can't have none of this, it's bad. This is the same Dr. Mechanico degreaser I used whenever I cleaned the 240. I would definitely recommend something stronger because it didn't produce the results that we were expecting. This is for everybody that says, why do you never get dirty whenever you work on your car? Because we actually take care of our cars and everything's clean and done right. And all the parts are pretty much brand new. That's why we don't get dirty. See how shiny it is still on this? So we're going to use this because it still has like a residue of oil on it. This is like a secret tool you can use to get it off. Engine cleaner, or oven cleaner, sorry. Should we get some new slicks? Just the amount of dirt that I've vacuumed out of this car will save me like 1,000th of a second off my time now. A little spring cleaning. ended up burning my arm on the roll cage because the car had been sitting in like direct sunlight for 5 hours. And at this point, my car was feeling like I was stuck in an easy bake oven. I was trying to come up with the best process to paint this, and I kept getting distracted, and my ADHD was kicking in, and just painting different pieces. There wasn't really any thought behind my eyes in this. I think I was just tired of painting and wanted to get out as fast as possible. Hey guys, welcome back. We are taking the Civic now to get the seat and the steering wheel installed, along with the front end. When we were sanding the car down to paint the engine bay, we noticed that there's some rust spots in the structural parts of the tower. So we're gonna get those welded and reinforced, just because if the body is flexing, it's not something that we want to break the chassis. So we're gonna get that reinforced, and hopefully we can get that back by the end of this week, along with the engine, because we still have a lot to do. And there's about 2.5 weeks until Spring Nationals, which is the first event that I wanted to run. Obviously, I'm not gonna make H Day. It's just not realistic for me, because that's probably a week-and-a-half trip for me, and the car's nowhere near being done. But hopefully we can get everything together, and let's see how this week goes with this project. This garage is like a revolving door of cars. Like, what are we gonna put in this spot now? So he said he's gonna reinforce this here.
Yeah, he's gonna put a patch there.
A patch here? Or what about here? Maybe?
No, maybe that one.
And then lock this out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do the seat. Let me grab the seat out of the... So since I had the crooked couch, we're gonna have to move it much further forward, and now my steering wheel sits too close to me and my feet can't reach the pedals, so we just moved it forward. We're gonna adjust the steering column in more, and then my dash is hanging really low, so we're gonna put a little bracket there to lift it up, and then what else? I'll make a little mount for my Haltech dash to go right there, and then we'll bring it back, put the engine back in, and then come back for the shifter to be mounted, because apparently the shifter, the G4 shifter on the EK hits the dash, so we'll move it backwards, but that'll be next time when we come back. That's really disgustingly dirty. Ew! So, while the Honda is getting the fab work done, so whenever the engine and the turbo blew, pretty much everything's filled with metal, so I'm gonna take this apart and clean it out. It's got a lot of metal in it, you can probably hear it. Obviously not gonna be reusing the old turbo because we have the new Garrett turbo, and I'm going to do the intercooler too, but we aren't quite sure how to get it clean as possible. We're gonna use a lot of brake cleaner and degreaser, and then try to blow it out. Hopefully there's not any metal particles in there. Try to get a new intercooler made, but it's been quite difficult. I've heard a lot of issues with companies not using like decent enough cores for the intercooler, and then I would have to make my own intercooler, which I probably could, but we're obviously in a time crunch because there's literally only 3 weeks left, and the car is a bare shell. So it's pretty much building a car from the ground up within whatever time frame it is that I get the engine back. I'm thinking that I might have a week and a half to start from a bare shell to get everything done. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start taking this apart, show you guys how to take it apart, clean it out. Whenever your engine turbo blows up, you always gotta clean these up. The next day ended up being a scorcher too. He was using the garage to rebuild a transmission, so I was sitting here baking in the sun trying to get all the parts cleaned out. About to have the gnarliest farmer's tan. I found one of my valves. It's in here. Now I'm gonna blow everything out, brake clean it, clean out pretty much everything I can, blow it again, probably repeat that a couple times to make sure that everything's thoroughly clean. wiped everything down, brake cleaned it, blew it like 3 times. So I think it's time to put it back together. I'm probably gonna brake clean all the bolts just to make sure. Does this only go one way or go both ways like this? Yep. Is it able to go both ways?
Yeah, but we don't have that.
There, that's okay. Put them on after. Put this on later because I don't remember how it goes on. So ended up only doing a half day on these parts. I ended up using the rest of the day to fix the Mustang before I had to go to work. I had to replace the door that we got from the junkyard since I crashed it at the drift event. If you guys want to see that, I'll show you guys a video of that coming up next week. And if not, I also have another video of the Civic coming out next week. That's going to be the results of the fabrication work and the new engine bay paint job. So don't forget to stay tuned and subscribe because this is going to be an amazing build and you don't want to miss it. Alright, so this is the Skunk 2 Pro Ultra. I've been looking for somebody that makes a nameplate right here for a long time, even when I first got this, because I didn't want to put, you know, the one on there, the Skunk 2. So I actually found somebody that made it. His name's Chris Logo on Instagram and Facebook. It fits perfectly on your Skunk 2 Pro Ultra. Super cool. Dress up your engine bay. Looks really good. Let's put it on and see how it looks. Let's go closer. So it's double-sided taped. I'm just going to peel off this backing right here. It's a perfect fit. Make sure it's on there pretty good.